Look, I and my colleagues would like to extend our heartfelt condolences to his wife, Bernie, and his unborn child, and hopefully the closeness and family will protect them, comfort and support them in such a time of need. The heart of this really, Minister, is whether or not University Hospital Waterford is a level 4 regional hospital providing tertiary care to the people of the South East. This is decided by population sizes and the catchment areas, and there's huge issues around the catchment area and the population size here in this area. The hospital claims to serve an area of population of almost 600,000, but the Heritage report recommends 286,000. The model of care for acute coronary systems has been delved into, following PQs and whatever from the department, and I quote, "The designation of cardiac units as 24/7 or 9 to 5 centres is based on current staff and facilities, enabling them to deliver an acute coronary syndrome services. Designations are linked to predicted volumes of activity based solely on population need, but also on the link between outcome and activity." Again, Minister, we're seeing huge issues with staffing and facilities, and this is right across the board in healthcare. This, I'm sure, takes up every minute of your time as Minister. It is about those words, capacity, capacity, capacity. We have an ageing population. I was quite shocked when I was looking into, for something else, in 2004 we had 3.9 million in the 26 states, and in 2016 we're gone up to 4.7 million, and we're ageing. It's almost, well, not quite the million, but and it's expected to expand. We live longer, and therefore the services have to begin to match the populations that are increasing in urban centres and rural centres and right across. The programme for government originally committed to a second cath lab for the University Hospital Waterford, subject to an independent clinical review. The review, which was the Heritage report, recommended ceasing all primary PCI care, causing huge shock and upset. The full implementation of the report is now subject to a national review. Sinn Féin respectfully challenges the findings of this review. It will not consider pre-existing HSE policy and the role of the hospital as a regional level 4 hospital. There are full details, and my colleague Deputy David Canal has produced this report, Cardiac Services for the South East, the National Review of the PPCI, and it's a discussion document just recently produced, and in it he's asking that we take this in and we take this into account in making sure that the second cath lab is delivered for the University Hospital in Waterford. Next Tuesday he will be hosting a debate or a presentation to highlight the lack of 24/7 cardiac provision for the South East region, and I ask everybody to go along to the AV room at 1 p.m. I think as a nurse and with over 30 years experience, I think we all have a lot to bring to this debate. We have, the real need that you found in your area. I'm removed from it being in Dublin, but we all know when we look at things in every services, we know what's needed. And when somebody says, yes, this is needed, but pending an independent review, I'm getting more cynical because it is kicking it down the road, and then another report comes in and says, well, actually, no, lads, we're not going to have it whatsoever. I also just wanted to, Laska here, say, again and again in this house, we have statements and statements upon statements on serious national issues. I don't know what the usefulness of statements are. I'd much rather, I think everybody else would be, in respecting this house and respecting and allowing us to spend a lot more time scrutinising legislation, analysing and implementing health policy rather than making statements. I want to bring this to the conversation. I'm utterly unconvinced that statements do much more than kick the problem down the road, and it makes us look like we're doing something perhaps, but when in reality we're doing very little. Again, I want to end by extending my deepest condolences to Mr. Power and to his wife Bernie in the traumatic and grieving time ahead. Gurmagat.
Thank you very much, Sandra. Sandra Bresso.